What's up, guys? In this video, I want to talk about something you should be aware of as an investor. Right now, we're seeing rallies. I see Ethereum's ripping it. Bitcoin's holding strong. We're seeing a lot of tokens rip it. Salana's finally cooling off. And my Discord members and I, we've been talking about my previous video on Salana and Ethereum. Which one we would pick if we could only pick one. I saw that was a popular video because I imagine a lot of people were also trying to decide or at least figure out which one's more bullish for the future. I wanted to clarify though and say that both are very bullish. I love both, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm not going to sell my Ethereum into Salana. I'm actually going to buy Salana and make a new position if I decide to do so, which I probably will. I want to see it hopefully get down below 100 again, but we'll see. But that being said, whether you're holding large caps, small caps, mid caps, whatever, Ethereum and Solana are going to rip it. Why is this important? That means their ecosystems are going to rip it. Right now, I see a lot of Ethereum tokens. LCX and ArtBlock was two on my watch list that I saw rising up like crazy this morning. And then when I saw Ethereum was up like 7%. So it makes sense, right? Because people are investing into Ethereum because of the ETF that's going to eventually come. Bitcoin ETF is coming real soon. The halving's coming. So it's important to understand what's going on in the market, because when you see bullish news take place, you always see a trickle down effect. So the Bitcoin ETF is bullish for Bitcoin, right? So is the halving, also bullish for Bitcoin. But it's bullish for the entire market because once the institutions and smart money flood in and start buying Bitcoin, you're going to see a rise in Bitcoin, like a rocket ship, right? Which for Bitcoin's market cap, of nearly $1 trillion right now, or close to like 800 billion, that's a lot of money to move the needle. So this is going to create excitement, and then retail is going to start buying probably Bitcoin, which at that price you probably wouldn't want to buy it, but others will buy altcoins, Ethereum, large caps, mid caps, small caps. And then eventually smart money will take profits on Bitcoin. They'll put into the Ethereum, into the altcoins, into the riskier altcoins. And then once you see catalysts take place, that's where you see an altcoin season take place. When Bitcoin rips it, you're going to see the altcoins fly. And then now we're seeing the altcoins fly a little bit because the Ethereum ETF is catching fire, right? So you have to understand these things, right? Because it's not always trying to find the best crypto. Sometimes it's finding a crypto before a catalyst takes place and then riding the wave up. So right now we're seeing a little rally because Ethereum is catching a little bit of fire, right? So this ETF is so bullish. The Bitcoin ETF is bullish. The Ethereum ETF will be bullish. I hear rumors that Salana and Kaspa ETFs may be coming. Obviously, Kaspa is ways to go to do that. But Salana, I wouldn't be surprised since it flipped XRP and BNB. It just keeps growing. You're seeing a lot of Salana might flip Ethereum and all these different, things potentially taking place. Whatever you believe, it's important to recognize trends. Trends do come and go. Some are hot, like AI was the hottest trend in the bear market last year. Also, meme coins were very hot last year. The metaverse was very hot last bull cycle. Gaming was very hot last bull cycle, as well as exchange tokens and layer ones. So keep this in mind when you're investing, because I am talking to a new Discord member. By the way, if you're interested in reaching out to me, talking to me, seeing what I'm buying, selling, trading, running your portfolio by me, being a part of live streams, which I'll probably be doing next week, then feel free to join the Patreon and Discord. I have 3 tiers: dolphin, shark, and whale. Whichever one fits your needs the best, you can decide. And then whenever you're ready to join, we'll be ready to see you and welcome you. We're going to be in a great position to take profits. It's very important to not try to figure this out yourself, be a lone wolf. You want to be around like-minded people who also want to change their lives with massive profits. But that being said, these rallies are great. I do believe we're going to see a little crash at some point, or at least a dip or a consolidation. I just don't see a continuous rip taking place. Someone actually left a comment the other day and he's like, when is consolidation never going to happen? And I agree with him. Like, it just seems like it's a little too bullish too soon. That's why you're seeing a lot of articles and different content creators saying that the bull run might come earlier than expected. I mean, the bull run's already here, but bull runs usually take about 2 years to pass through before we see another bear market. So even though we're in the early stages of the bull cycle, we're not seeing the rip take place yet, but something we might see Bitcoin, top out sooner than later. I don't really see that happening. I do see Bitcoin hitting 50K or more at the Bitcoin halving, but I still see some flat action heading into 2024. But like I said in previous videos, don't try to be this crystal ball expert and think you know it all. Always make sure you dollar cost average DCA when you feel it's best for you. Not financial advice, just literally telling you guys what I've been doing. I posted 2 buy alerts today. I bought 2 cryptos today. I've been DCAing. I practice what I preach. I don't try to claim I know it all. I don't try to claim to be perfect. I am not a perfect investor, but I am up in a lot of profit right now, okay? I'm not here to showboat, to say I told you so. I'm just telling you guys, as I always do, you have to make moves when the majority of the investors are either scared, greedy, always waiting, or for some reason just panicking and being on the sidelines. Let them stay on the sidelines. You yourself take the step, walk through these woods like I am, and change your life. If you want to change your life in 2 years, you got to start today. Don't wait for everybody else until the Bitcoin halving takes place, until you see confirmation that crypto is bullish, and then jump in. You will regret this. I've seen this take place last bull cycle in 2021. The majority of investors who bought after this confirmation that crypto was going to be around again, they either didn't make enough profits to take profits, or they got wrecked and bought the tops of the exit liquidity of early investors like you and me, who've been buying all this time and eventually sold. 2024 is going to be a fun ride for sure. I feel like it's going to be a roller coaster because a lot of us don't know what's going to happen. I don't care if you're following TA. I don't care who you're listening to. Nobody knows what's going to happen. That's why I always say, during this time, the holidays are over. We're going to have New Year's here in the US for those who celebrate it. Now's the time to figure out, if you're not in a position yet to change your life, figure out what the missing steps are and do whatever it takes. If it means working overtime, starting a side hustle, cutting back on the expenses, cutting back on watching all this TV, going to the mall, going out to eat, going out drinking with your buddies, going on vacations, figure out what you can sacrifice. Think of delayed gratification. If in 2 years you can do whatever you feel like you're missing out on now, would it be worth it? Would it actually be worth it? For me, the answer is yes. For you, maybe you're all about the present, the here and now. Listen, I'm not here to hate on you and what you feel is right for you. All I'm telling you is you have the power to change your life. You literally do. And there's not many markets, actually any markets aside from crypto, that you can change your life in 2 years. If you're doing this in stocks, you know very well it takes like 20 years to make you a lot of money in stocks, unless you get lucky and you find a penny stock or a meme stock and it shoots up. Crypto is high risk, high reward. If you play your cards right, if you stay level-headed, if you have the emotional strength like a robot, and you make moves and essentially do what the majority don't do and actually buy crypto when it's red and not when it's green, you will make a lot of green when they're buying your tops. I know it's funny to say that. I know it's like, John, we already know this, but you'd be surprised how many people know this information and don't follow it. It's very crazy. The statistics speak for itself. Over 80% either don't make money in this space or lose money. If you want to be a whale, if you want to be a minority in this market and come out on top, you have to be setting yourself up now. And when it comes to altcoins, just make sure you spend more than 5 minutes researching it. You can always start more risk averse, and then if you want to move into more degenerate plays like meme coins, low caps, whatever, that's fine. Just make sure you always assess your risk to reward before you invest into anything. And something I do want to say, by the way, for those that think we're not going to have any more bull cycles or a bull cycle in general, or this might be the last one, first off, I do not think this is going to be the last bull cycle. I think actually the fact that we're having ETFs, which are exchange trade funds, means we're going to see many more cycles in crypto. For those who don't know, an ETF, that's what it is, an exchange trade fund. It's a collection of stocks in the stock market, but in this case, it's crypto. And it's meant for risk-averse investors to invest into for a long period of time to appreciate. That's the whole point of an ETF. It's what they do in 401ks. I don't have one for my job, but 401ks, you oftentimes have someone, an advisor, who invest into an ETF. It minimizes the ups and lows in your portfolio, and it gives you expected gains that you can literally just set and forget. That's the whole draw to them. And the reason why we're seeing that for crypto is because we're seeing institutions flood into the market, get more adoption, BlackRock being the biggest one, and that people are starting to realize that crypto is here to stay, which is why I believe we're going to see many more bull cycles. But the ones that say this is probably the last big one, that I do agree with, because I think once the big money comes in, people are going to hold their cryptos much longer. I'm already seeing a lot of people saying they're going to hold certain cryptos for like 5-10 years. When it comes to hedge funds, venture capitalists, clients who do 401ks, they're going to hold their crypto longer as well. So what I see, and I know this is like a prediction that you got to take with a grain of salt, what I see is money flowing into the market, especially big money, and holding for a longer period of time like they do with stocks, which means over time, diminishing returns, the law of diminishing returns, less ROI, less multipliers. So you also add to the fact that we're going to have regulation eventually take place. This is where I see more of a clamp on crypto, and I see crypto getting closer, not identical, but closer to following the trajectory of the stock market. So that's where my head is at, which is why I'm so aggressively trying to DCA. Even during this time where we could see a crash or a pump, whatever, I don't try to be this crystal ball expert. I literally spend all my time researching, investing, building my bags, and moving on, because I know this is a lifetime opportunity and I do not want to mess it up. But anyways, now I want to hear from you. Are you still buying crypto? And if so, which crypto are you currently buying? Drop your comment down below and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.